Hello, happy Sunday. Get some things set up here and we'll get going. Get my donation information out there. If you're interested in getting a reading, here's the donation information. As far as the links, go to Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Could turn on music service unavailable, huh? Okay. I guess we're not going to have any music today, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't know why it's saying that, but it is. All right, I think we got everything set up. Well, I don't know what the problem is here with the music. Music service unavailable. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see if anybody comes in. Looking for a reading on this lovely Sunday. Beautiful out. Let's see you outside. Want to see us dancing. Yes, dancing. Hey, Nina, what's up, girl? Sorry, I stepped away for a moment. How are you? 12:12. 12:12 on the clock. Happy Sunday, my dear. All right, we have a donation here. Thank you. Move my stuff here. Isn't that cool? My daughter got me that. I don't really know. You know what crystal it is, but I'm trying to think, what is the name they call those? Aragonites, or I don't know. Happy Sunday. I'm good. I think your Lenormand was accurate again from weeks ago. Oh, yeah? Which one? I love updates. Let me. It mentioned being hesitant about going public and lack of sleep from being busy and socializing. Yes, I do remember that. Was it about your channel? I do remember that. Okay. I missed 2 weeks on my channel because the weekends are filled with events. Oh, yeah, yeah. You're just a busy little bee, Nina. That's good, though. That's good that you're getting out, though, because I remember Nina being kind of a recluse. So maybe you're coming out of hermit phase. I know I'm coming out of hermit phase. Been in hermit phase for a couple of years. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What would you like me to look into for you today, my dear? Thank you for clicking like. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. When it's warm out, it's a game changer. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I love summer too. I got my pool up. So, of course, that's at home. But that's what I love. That's what I like most about the summer. I get to put my pool up. Okay. But I really like to be in my pool alone best. I mean, my grandkids come and I mean, that's a lot of the reason why I have the pool up is because my grandkids. But I really like to just be on my raft and possibly with a margarita in hand, laying out, soaking up the sun. I am a Leo after all, right? All right, let's see what we have for Nina. I got out yesterday. We had an event here in my town, the Testicle Festival. Oh yeah, I think I said something about that. Oh my gosh, it was so muddy there. Ew. I thought you said ew. I was like, ew. No, aw. Yeah, I don't eat the testicles. I do not. Whoa. Okay. Cards are flying out everywhere, Nina. All right, so what's coming up here for Nina in the next 2 weeks, please? What's coming up for Nina in the next 2 weeks? What's coming up for Nina in the next 2 weeks, please? What is coming up for Nina in the next 2 weeks? What's coming up for Nina in the next 2 weeks, please? What is coming up for Nina in the next 2 weeks? Oh, my. The man in the middle. All right, we have the cross, the lilies, the coffin, the anchor, the ship, the sun, the crossroads, and the bouquet. Okay. I think this reading here is about like you finding peace and letting go of a man, whoever this man is here in the center. Whoever it is, I don't think you're talking to him because I'm getting friendly silence. And yeah, there's no social niceties at this time. Things are silent. Hi, Dan. Welcome. Happy Sunday. So, it's surrounding some kind of celebration, maybe even a trip, a holiday trip, or a celebration. All right, let me see here. It's like we're finding some kind of peace. Okay. It's your responsibility to change. I think it's like you're seeing that, okay, I got to change. Change the way I see this situation, change my mindset. Presently, what is this? I don't know if you're like visiting someone new. This is present. Exploring new social circles. You feel the need that you got to leave something behind. Like it's kind of like having a farewell party. Okay. Yeah, we got an absent lover saying goodbye to a lover. It's like letting go of the old so that new could come in, I believe, is what this is trying to say. All right, so it's your other favorite Leo. Yep. Dan cracked me up. You are my other favorite Leo. All right. I don't know if, yeah, there's a party, a celebration. Then this is at the center of everything, is some kind of celebration or party. And it's kind of turned into a farewell party, like saying goodbye. Tackling social gatherings. So, do you have any social gatherings? I don't know, that's what this is all tied around to, but it's more of a present thing. But I am going to get to the future. No worries, no worries. I will get there. Yeah, there's some kind of like, it's this guy. It's like keeping you from obstacle to following your calling. Um, I had went to one last night. It was an all girls event. Oh, okay, okay. Well, the man is at the center of this, and like this man here, I don't know if it like with there's some kind of suffering when it comes to him. So, an obstacle to following your calling. So, in your calling, Nina, being a spiritual teacher, it's hard to do that if we're not in a high vibration. So I think Spirit's also saying, stay away from toxic men, toxic environments, because it will keep you from following your calling. Because when we're stuck in toxic situations, it keeps us down. It keeps our vibration down. Or even if we're not with them, if they are in our mind a lot, and it's like they're keeping you from, well, following your calling. It's all about choices here. I'm gonna look at what the sun. So the reality is that you're choosing whatever is easier with this man. And you're looking at, okay, what will make you a different perspective on what will make you happy as well. And you're enjoying your freedom. Oh, I like that. Okay. Moving into the future. I don't know if this Lilies is talking about, I don't know, a lot of this is about having, like, the context of like having a sexual relationship without commitment, and kind of what that does to your future, or your, how do I explain this? Come on, Spirit, you're being difficult to understand this morning. You're making good choices. Okay, I see you making good choices here in the future when it comes, I think, just men in general. It may not be one in particular one, but making wise choices here in the future. One of those wise choices is not getting involved in sexual relationships without commitment. They never, ever, ever end well, right? Hell, even ones with commitment don't end well. Because sometimes the commitment is not even real. Like, a person will say they're committed, but are they? You know? Yeah, I see you in the future denying someone, just denying yourself or someone else sexual pleasures. So it may be like abstinence coming up here in the future, which is not bad. You've been celibate almost a year. Okay, okay, all right, all right. I see you. Yeah, abstinence in the future here. But it's a good thing, though. Yeah, no more sex. Yeah, I think this is just all about like making good choices, wise choices when it comes to men, because you're better off being celibate. You really are. I'm not saying for life, but you know, and I'm not saying that some people are better than other people or anything like that. But when you are a spiritual teacher, you can't, you have to be careful about people's energy around you, especially toxic people, like in any ways, especially sexually, like, well, anyway, really, but that's not good to have that kind of energy around you, near you, in you, when you are um, out here making the world a better place. So, and that's your calling, Nina. So good for you. So that's what I have. This is kind of more of a overview than necessarily 2 weeks. But I will say this: you will not be having sex in the next 2 weeks. I don't know what this party celebration thing is. I don't sure what that is. Because it's at the context of it, of everything. Besides maybe you going out last night. I don't know. Thank you for you're welcome, hon. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. And that is the sexy man, I think you're the one that told me about this deck. That is the sexy man, so oh Lord. All right, I'm gonna take that down. You never know. Boy, did some readings yesterday. Let me tell you what. I really like reading for young people. Well, not that young. I had an 11-year-old. Of course, I always make children have their parents with them, under 18, which was a good reading for that boy. But I really like reading for the young girls and warning them about, well, narcissistic people. I read a lot of that yesterday. A lot of that. It was fun. I'm talking about the Tentacle Festival yesterday that I read at. It was so muddy though, because we've had so much rain. I mean, it was so gross. I had on flip flops. I was like, all day my feet was just filled with mud. It rained a little bit, but I was, had my tent, so I was good. We had quite a pretty good turnout for our small little town. And I guess they sold out of fried testicles. I didn't eat any. I am not into that. Somebody said it tastes like chicken liver. Tickle or pickle? Tickle or pickle? Testicle. You've heard of those, right, Dan? Uh, yeah, it was nasty. And my chair, like it was like this far down, it was sunk into the mud. So I was like, I don't know, just behind the table. I was sunk in, so I was kind of low. I mean, I could still shuffle and everything, but it was it was interesting. It was on grass, so when you have a bunch of rain like we've had, I was like sinking in the chair, and like somebody did bring me a rug, an old rug, and I did set that down for the clients to sit on, but I was still sinking in the mud. Oh my gosh. It was fun though. I thought you said General Erection Fest. What the hell? I don't know. They're supposed to have had like 90 pounds. I think they were turkey testicles. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't get involved in that part of it. Yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters, exactly. Yes. And they had music, and just it was just a festival. You know, I usually stay and hang out and listen to the band after, because the vendors are up from 10 to 5. I usually stay after, but I didn't this time because I just felt so gross, like you know, muddy feet, and it's like I just want to go home. But it didn't keep the people from coming. Yeah, I'm not interested in eating those at all myself. Nope. I have tried them years ago, because this has been going on for years, this festival in our town. But pretty much everyone I read for has never had a tarot reading before, ever. So that's kind of cool, to introduce people to tarot. And they always have, and then you always have the idiots who come up, am I going to die? It's like, yes, you're going to die. Some guy came up to me. I mean, he wasn't really getting a reading. He was just being a jackass. Am I going to die of a heart attack? I said, yes, you are. I only said that because of him acting like that. I'm not going to nibble on anything nasty parts without being paid in cash first. Dan, oh my God. He cracked me up. And I had a couple girls got readings, and they said that they didn't have any flavor. So, like, they weren't seasoned, they didn't have any flavor. I don't know. Like I said, I did not partake. Oh my goodness. I don't have any events this weekend, but I do the weekend after. That's called a summer splurge. Summer splurge 2025. In July, I'm going to a Pride festival. So that'll be my first time doing a Pride festival. Yeah, we get the gonna die questions where I'm on. Yeah, it's like the reader just tears the band-aid off these questions. I mean, like, to me, it's the dumbest question. Like, do people not realize they're going to die? I mean, every single person is going to die. It's like, really? Are you seriously going to ask that? It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I know why this guy was doing that. Was he was just, I get that a lot, at that whole making fun of a psychic, I mean, they even say stupid shit like, well, didn't you know it was going to rain today? Just ignorant stuff like that. It's like, I think I did have somebody say that to me yesterday. Well, I mean, you're psychic. You should have known it was going to rain today. Like, can't stand that crap. Embrace life now. Yeah, exactly. Count your blessings. Yes. See, I'm not afraid to die, so I don't really. I think it's because I know what's after we die. I'm not scared of hell. Almost halfway to 122. I know the dirt nap is coming. Do what? Oh, I see what you're saying. The dirt nap. I have never quite heard it. Yeah, I've never heard that expression, but I get it. The dirt nap. That's funny. And I started my first week at Catalpa Wellness. I've expanded. I don't know if I've told you guys. I have expanded. Oh, I know I said something to Dan. I've got a second office now where I do readings. That happened or started last week, and that went okay, except for my first person that I read for, I believe, is mentally ill, which, my brother's schizophrenic, so I'm used to it, but I can spot it. And so that was interesting. Because there are a lot of people out there that are actually mentally ill, that they think that demons got them or whatever, so they spend all this money on exorcisms and healings, and when they really just need to get on medication. So I don't know. Second office. Well, way to break in the second office. I know, right? But I am getting a class together. I'm going to teach a class there on, and I don't work for those people. I don't work for them. I want to get that out there. I do not work for them. I just rent a room there and do readings and teach classes. And I'm getting a class together right now. Cardamancy, it just goes over the different types of cardamancy, the differences, the benefits of getting readings, stuff like that. I'm going to do that class there, and then I'm going to do my tarot course. Then I'm going to do my Lenormand course, and I'll be offering those online too. So be watching for that. You hear about the Annabelle doll is missing? Annabelle doll, what? Ones that say they aren't twisted, that worries me. You talking about mentally ill people? What is, I don't understand. I mean, I know with Annabelle, but what do you mean it's missing? What? Oh yeah, I've heard of the doll. I've heard of the doll Annabelle, but I didn't. I don't know what this means. That's missing. Missing from where? It was in a case. Okay. See, I don't watch the news, guys, so I don't. I don't. I mean, if it was on the news, I don't. I mean, unless you count Facebook as news. Oh. Apparently, they moved the doll to a new location and it's not there. Oh. That's wild. At the museum that Ed and Lorraine had. I heard from people at work. Ooh. They were ghost hunters, I think, perhaps more. Oh, interesting. That's weird. I mean, are they doing this for publicity? Or nobody knows, right? Mm. I have to say, I have not heard that. I didn't even see anything on Facebook about it. Ed was a retired policeman, which is interesting. Oh, let's see here. Annabelle, I'm gonna see what. I mean, I'm missing all this fantastic, interesting news. Oh, she is not missing. There's rumors, but now they're saying she's not missing. She's currently in her case at the Warrens Occult Museum. She's back. So I want to share something with you from the girls' party I went to yesterday and the readings I did. Sure, go for it, hon. Is this in Chicago? Put Annie back. Yeah, yeah. Nina had to be Nina. Where's this Warren's Occult Museum? My friend invited to this girl's party, and she has a roommate. I did a Lenormand and Lenormand bride looking for a new house and supernatural activity. The girls were shocked from that. I think the son-in-law runs the estate. Oh, the Ed Lorraine estate. Is that the occult museum? The same thing? Wait. Interesting. Let me see. Now I'm all interested in this whole Annabelle thing. Yes, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Okay. Okay. Because that's accurate. They're looking to move. Then they were like, we have to share something since the neighbors had moved in. There has been paranormal activity. Oh. I asked her, was the neighbor a man? They said yes, two men. Before I left my house yesterday, I saw a man in my driver's seat, broad daylight. What? Wasn't sure what to think, but I still felt it was safe to go to my friend's house. Oh, I see. It was my first time going. One man stays home all day and they think there's spirits attached to him. The neighbor? Okay, let me. Oh, they're wanting to move out. Okay, now I'm following. This is not their new place. They're looking to get a new place because some neighbors moved in at their present place. And now there's been weird stuff happening since. Spooky. Said objects have flown off shelves or been knocked over, moved, etc. Yeah. Ooh. Dang. So you did a reading at this party, girls' party? That's freaky. Remember me telling you about the thing I ran into about 25 years ago? Yes, I remember, Dan. It's getting spooky in here. Would you run into it again? I mean, I remember, Dan, you telling me something, but I don't remember the details. Just that you had had a, I guess you could say a paranormal experience. No. Oh. I thought it was something like that. The thing. I don't remember the thing. Yeah. I thought you were talking about a paranormal experience. I thought you told me something. Don't want to have an accident in my jeans again. Oh my goodness gracious. So you haven't, okay, I see what you're saying. You haven't experienced that again. Oddly enough, I felt protected and I still stayed. They had a sage stick. Oh, yeah, yeah. A did some smudging. My wife said it was a man. Did your wife see it too? I thought I didn't. Any kind of question. What? Do a what? I didn't any kind of question. Oh, she felt it across the hall in the other bedroom. I see. Okay. Well, I have a gal here that I met at an event, a metaphysical fair, and she is a witch, and she has a paranormal business. Her and her husband go into homes and do clearings, and she's a very powerful woman. She's who I send all anybody that comes to me saying this kind of stuff. I'm like, I send them to her because I don't know. I don't know anything about all the dark stuff. We were in its space. Oh, of course, I'm learning though in my mediumship class that there will be certain spirits who haven't went into the light, stuff like that, and how to deal with them. But I haven't experienced it yet. Ah, it was a that Patricia was in here the other day. Something about thinks doing mediumship would be scary. I don't find it scary at all. It's very loving. The energy I feel is love. Understandable why I tell people don't go screwing with that stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of feeling a little bad because I sent this mentally ill woman to my paranormal friend, and but well, actually, I didn't send her to her. I told her her name, and then she found her, which I felt horrible. I was like, oh my gosh. But hopefully she can tell that she's actually schizophrenic. Because the way this woman was talking, like, if you're hearing messages, hearing things in your head, and they're not coming from a loving place, like, I mean, some of the stuff she was telling me was like, whoa, that is not loving. So that's why I thought about sending her to, I don't know what she calls herself, a demonologist or something like that. And then I had already gave her that name. And then as she got to talking even more, I was like, oh my gosh, she reminds me so much of my brother. I think she's mentally ill. And then she ended up finding, anyways, I'm going to shut up about all that, but it's been a little stressful. Yeah, I don't deal with that kind of stuff. I don't want to. I don't need, I'm still scared from being a kid with those dang Ouija boards. Maybe it will come back around and she'll get peace. Yep. Who will get peace? I'm hoping this mentally ill woman will. I mean, spirits told me to just keep telling her what she needs to do. Yeah, for her mental health. I had a friend use the board in 1968. He asked, "How will I die?" What? That's not a good question to ask. What did it say? Oh my gosh. It started to spell aid. He thought it was trying to spell AIDS. Oh, wow. Yeah, but in 68, we didn't even know what AIDS was, did we? I didn't come around to what, the 80s? So what ended up happening? Now I'm like in suspense. No, he was 12. He used a rubber a lot. Well, good. Maybe it kept him to. Maybe it kept him safe. funny. Never touched or seen a Ouija board. Oh, really? Shoot, we used to when we was kids. You didn't do that as kids, man. We used to all the time, me and my cousins, and we would do light as a feather, stiff as a board, and Bloody Mary, and in the mirror, and my goodness. But I did get scared from the Ouija board, and I haven't touched one since. Met him in my 30s. He was in his 40s back in the 90s. Okay, okay. I just remember, I mean, just like what you were saying, Nina, earlier, it reminded me about things moving around in the home and stuff that your friend said. That's what happened in my house when we were messing with the Ouija board. It did get my attention. We lost my dad on 11/11/68. Oh. I remember the TV going off and on. And then, so we decided, I mean, we would make Ouija boards. You just get a piece of paper, just a regular old piece of paper, just like this, and write yes, no, and write all the letters, and it would work. I used to do it by myself, and it would work even by myself. Goodness. But I think I ended up burning. I don't know. I just remember getting scared. And my brother getting mad at me because he heard me asking it. I want to talk to my grandma because my grandma passed away when I was like 8. And I remember my brother getting so mad at me. Stop asking that thing to talk to grandma. Well, I laugh about it now, but oh my gosh, it was scary at the time. I guess the Lutherans sacred the shit out of me about the devil. Yeah, are scared. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that is religion's deal, isn't it? Fear, put fear in you. One on the clock. Yeah, I know what you meant after I read it. I was like, he means scared. Yeah, I spent most of my life scared I was going to hell. I mean, most of my childhood. Thinking I had to be perfect, and so glad I found spirituality and found out that all that's bullshit. Complete bullshit. Anywho. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here because I think I'm going to get in my pool. Talking about my pool earlier made me want to get in my pool. And it's actually warm enough and it's not raining. So we've had rain like for the past 4 days. It's like been ridiculous. The sun shining. So, did I make Nina leave? No, I don't think you made Nina leave. Dan, quit running people off, would you? Goofball. But yeah, I think I'm going to get out of here now. I won't be back till Friday night. I'm just going to be going live two times a week as I slowly filter out of lives. So I'm cutting down to 2 times a week. You missed the fun this morning. Wife tried starting a fire in the house. Oh, that's not good. That was fun, huh? Oh my goodness. Trust me, I've had my moments with almost starting fires. All right. I'll catch you later. Bye.